Today I'm sharing about the Chunfeng 800MT 799cc twin-cylinder engine millimeter wave radar calling all-around low-profile tires stepping through mountains and rivers, a pure hardcore ADV. If you dare to break through the sky, land, and air, you need power. The 800MT has a peak power of 70 kW, ready on demand. For safety, it has Doctor's TCS, radar warning, 6-axis EMU triple protection. The 800MT packs all the needs of riders into this hardcore ADV. Likewise, brothers, gloves are placed below. Everyone hurry up and go. Meanwhile, I'll give you a static display. My height is 170 cm, and its seat height is 825. After getting on the bike, you can see that my two toes can only barely touch the ground, which is very strenuous if you are moving the bike in place. It's very difficult. This bike has a 19-liter fuel tank. After running for a few days, the fuel consumption in the city is about 6 liters, but on the highway, it's 8 to 10 liters. The overall range is between 300 and 200 kilometers, which isn't perfect. Now let's talk about riding knowledge. You can see that the ADV's riding posture is generally more relaxed and stretched out, unlike supersport or street bikes or other models that are more aggressive. It's very suitable for leisure travel or going out to play. If you want to check out this bike recently, you can refer to my height range to see if you can handle this bike. The seat height can be adjusted by simply changing the base, lowering it by 4 cm to 780 m, so you can choose accordingly. Next, I'll share some dry goods about our riding experience. First, let me talk about the bike's handling, which is divided into two parts: low speed and high speed. At low speeds, following another vehicle is somewhat disappointing. The electronic throttle has a large dead zone in play with obvious jerking. This requires experienced riders or those who can control the bike with both feet to handle it more smoothly. At high speeds, lane changing and overtaking are effortless, with power always ready on demand. There is no such thing as power anxiety. Regarding online comments about the front end being stiff or the handlebars being skewed, in my test ride, these issues did not appear under 150 km/h, so I think these are individual cases. Everyone should look at this issue rationally. Thirdly, the difficulty point for someone my height is first, moving the bike in place, turning around, and commuting in the city while following vehicles are really challenging tasks, so be cautious. Therefore, I can only rate the handling as average. As for vibration and power between 3,000 and 6,000 RPM, over 80% of the power and torque can be unleashed, especially in low gears. You can ride aggressively and overtake quickly. At this RPM range, the vibration suppression is excellent, and you can completely ignore it without fear. Above 6,000 RPM is a dividing line where all the power bursts out. At this time, while riding at high speed, you will feel a bit of an acceleration boost. At this point, you will ride confidently and more smoothly. You will also experience significant vibration, but normally, when riding this bike, as long as the gear matches, it stays around 5,000 RPM, so the vibration won't bother you for long. Secondly, I want to talk about the cruise control. From my actual experience compared with their 800NK, the 800MT's cruise control feels more linear and gentler, truly making it a worry-free and effortless cruise control system. This is very good and worthy of praise. Next, I'll directly review the overall bike from my personal riding experience, listing advantages and disadvantages limited to my own summary. First, the power reserve is ample, suitable for both city commuting and outdoor travel, but it leans more toward outdoor travel and highway cruising. Second, the appearance, whether the Black 50 style or the white version, both bikes look fully armed and very solid, with a strong presence and impressive intimidation. Third, it has rich electronic controls, cornering ABS, full-function TCS, 6-axis EMU with built-in sensors, RDS radar, and cruise control, greatly enhancing our travel safety and comfort. Lastly, the configuration includes an 8-inch HD touchscreen instrument panel with wireless CarPlay control, heated seat, heated hand grips, and adjustable wind deflector. Basically everything you can think of is equipped. Now let me talk about the dislikes or drawbacks. First, at low speeds, the power is not linear with obvious jerking, especially in first and second gears. I mentioned before the large dead zone, right? You need some time to adapt and get familiar before you can handle it. If you just got this bike, it's not suitable for commuting. Second, the electronic dual-clutch quick shifter is a common problem on Chunfeng bikes. The gears either engage or don't, sometimes unclearly or awkwardly, but the 800MT is somewhat better than the 800NK in this regard. Third, the vibration and noise above 6,000 RPM during long rides are obvious. Everyone should look at this rationally. A motorcycle naturally has noise and vibration. Fourth, the bike weighs 231 kg, paired with a 19-liter fuel tank, giving you only 200 to 300 km of range. For those who really go out to play, this is totally insufficient. Finally, the KYB inverted shock absorber feels road-biased. The internal spring support seems insufficient. Especially during front braking, it feels soft and lacks strong support. Okay, brothers, the final part is about modifications and recommended rider groups. First, the original windscreen must be modified to a wider and taller one. This way, no matter how